Experience Karen Hunter in a completely different way. Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're going to love me in Karen Hunter is Awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of The Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is Awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed. Anthony Edwards, they have this Netflix thing that is not on my what to watch list, and I don't know if I'm going to watch it, about the Olympics and the
Court
team.
of Gold.
What's it called?
Court of Gold.
Have you watched it?
I've started watching it. Yes.
Okay. Is it worth watching?
I like it a lot. It's a behind the scenes being embedded with the athletes on their quest to win the gold. And so it's a little bit different than that, like starting five kind of PR thing. This is more like a raw, real thing. And so far I really like it. The clip that's going viral with Anthony Edwards talking to Obama is just I root for that dude.
All right, let me play it then, so people, because I have two thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anthony Edwards, who is one of the best players in the NBA. He's very young. People say he might be Jordan's son. He might be the heir apparent after LeBron. I don't know, but he has that kind of game and that kind of gravitas. He was on the Olympic team. He murdered it while he was there. Yeah. So Barack Hussein Obama, former president of the United States, is there meeting with the brothers behind the scenes. And Anthony Davis comes in the room. LeBron's in the room. It's like all of the stars are in the room. Steph Curry's there. And Barack Obama engages with Anthony Edwards, and there's Joel Embiid. He's talking to those two. All right, play the clip.
What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Man, y'all better stand down. I'm the truth.
He's the truth. He said he's the truth. Yeah.
B-boy, no.
I guess.
He cold, though. I got to give him credit. He give up 50 every time we play him.
I mean,
look, I ain't 7 foot.
And y'all got 2 7-footers, and he's still
Hold on.
Huh?
Don't talk. We ain't going to do all that.
No, I'm just saying.
3 7-footers.
He got 3. That's right, because he got 9 rings.
Credit. I told you that. I said
he did.
I gave him credit.
I remember that. Okay. LeBron.
Come on.
Listen, are y'all talking to this young man? Because he just keeps on. Right now, he just said he's the truth and all that. And
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
that's
truth.
what he
That's
said.
You asked him. You tell him the whole context of the situation, though. You asked him what he think about this young man, and he said, "I'm okay." I said, "I'm the truth." He tripping. That's what happened.
Nothing wrong with that.
Say,
Nothing wrong with that.
we gotta have that.
Yeah, that man the truth.
Gotta have a little swag like that.
He ain't lying. Hey, Reese, what that is right there? Strawberry lemonade?
Mocktails, yes, Shirley Temple.
It got like alcohol in it?
No.
Oh, I'll take one of those.
There you go. That's way to go, young man.
Yeah, can I
See, the old guys, they're all like, nah.
I was uncomfortable watching this.
Okay. What made you uncomfortable?
There's somebody in the room that he's got weight. Mm-hmm. He is definitely somebody substantial, but this is not his crew. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's a former coach. It's not like he was even like his ball playing was suspect. He never played on any high level, but he's in the room and he's trying. It's like, you know how you go to a meeting, you know, did you work in corporate America? I worked. So when you go to corporate America, they have a party and then the bosses are there. And you're like, that's the CEO of the company. And that's it. So you're like, hey, and they come over to you and they try to make conversation to relate to you, but they don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. So your upbringing will tell you to be polite. Apparently, Anthony Edwards doesn't have such upbringing. He's not impressed. And I understand, because who's this guy? You're not going to disrespect me. I'm one of the best players in the league. You're not going to ask somebody that I'm better than what you think about this young. I'm better than Joel Embiid. What are you saying to me right now? So I felt all of that at the same time. I'm like, that's Barack Obama, though. But to this generation, they don't give a F about him. So I think
there's a couple things happening at the same time. It brought a smile to my face. Because I think before you get to presidents or NBA players, those are just black dudes that hoop. and they had a conversation like guys who just play pickup basketball have, where it's like, cause the thing that starts it is Joel Embiid being like, yeah, he all right. And then he's like, oh, nah, I'm nice. Nah, you're not gonna do that to me in front of the president. And I do love Anthony Edwards' young authenticity. I love the community of those black men sitting there, like having a moment, even as they're representing the country. But that was an unfiltered, not code switching moment. That was a moment they would have had if there wasn't a camera in the room. And I thought that was actually kind of like, I don't know, it feels rare to see.
Yeah. So yes, LeBron and them, Anthony and them were not code switching. Joel Embiid, I'm gonna say maybe he was, and I'm gonna say Barack Obama was being a politician in that room. He was not meeting the energy of what that should have been, and I don't know if it exposed. He was like the white dude in the room, and I was like,
okay, I didn't. So I feel like that is Barack. That's how he talked. I feel like that's when he talks trash to you at the basketball court. It sounds like that. Where it's like, you need to get up. Like, hey, maybe you should pass the ball better. Like, I don't think he's like, I don't expect to hear him cussing. I don't expect to hear him using too much.
No. But I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the energy he was giving white guy corporate, hey buddy, what about this young guy here and all that old
I think that's him. I think that's him though. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen another version of him to be like, that's not how he would, like, that's Barack Obama, and that's how he would be around those guys, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I like the moment. I thought it was cute. I like that Anthony Edwards is so brash and young and determined to be like himself at all times, sometimes to his detriment. And I like the old school guys like LeBron and Steph coming in there. I don't know. The whole thing was adorable. That's what made me watch that series, was like, oh, they're going to give us some actual behind the scenes stuff as opposed to just like, I was born in the hood and my mama did this and I went to this college. Like so it's been a good watch to me, but yeah, I don't know. Anthony Edwards is going to be Anthony Edwards. But it was harmless and cute in a way that I can't feel bad about, especially after you reelect Donald Trump. I'm done nitpicking.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm done with that. I'm not participating in it. I'm not acknowledging it. I'm not asking everybody to join me on this side. But if y'all like, put it this way. Barack in that room hanging with those dudes is why I can understand him feeling like I could talk to black men about voting in a way that feels more personal than just like than just corporate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I would like that. I didn't like that, but this clip put a perspective on that where I'm like, I see why he feels like he's within the community like that. So
okay. All right. There was another question that was raised in my mind as I was watching this. Because there was a period of time when Barack could walk on water. And people, the first family, and it was like, there was nothing. I think Michelle Obama's still in that space where there's nothing. We don't play with her. We play about her for people saying stuff or whatever. But I feel like some of the luster has faded from him. And as time goes on, it's weird because George Bush has become more, it's like people have become more favorable. But this guy was horrible when he was in office. People couldn't stand him. And it's like now he's the old, irascible, curmudgeon. It's and I don't know if that's fair, but I just see it. I see people have very little respect, but
it's never fair. I mean, they judge their presidencies completely different than each other too. There's people that finally think of the Bush years that don't like the Obama years, and I'm like, by what measure would you possibly be telling me these two things are similar in catastrophes or whatever? So it is what it is. He will always be judged by a double standard that's not fair like the rest of black people in America. He just happened to make it to the highest office in the land, but that just put the double standard on full display. But as surface level as those interactions are, I like those interactions and seeing like, brothers talking about basketball and just talking a little bit of trash. And I think also Barack Obama in some ways reminds me of my dad, in that my dad came from the hood, came from like dirt floors, went to the military, worked in corporate America, very suit and tie, very well laced up dude, would give you buckets on a basketball court, best jumper I've ever played with, will talk trash to you, but he talked trash like Barack Obama talked trash. Like it's not, it don't sound as hip hop slangy as my trash, but it's the vibes is there. So I think that's another reason it don't resonate as like white to me. It resonates as just, he's just a different type of brother.
Okay. All right. I feel like your dad was more authentic, but I don't even know him.
I don't know Barack Obama. I'm only talking.
I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Never seen my dad before. You might bring him on the show and be like, I don't know. He felt a little weird to me. And I'm like, okay, well, he not.
All right, let's invite him on next week. Let's see how we'll judge Rod's dad.
He's gonna be fishing.
No,
He's gonna be
he's going fishing. He's going fishing. That's so white. No, I'm just playing. You're proving your point. I'm here for it.
Introducing a new podcast. Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.